Good morning, all you lovely people. Although it'll probably be afternoon before you get to see this. But welcome back to the grumpy old git in the corner. Let me just sort my camera out here. Well, looking at what stories are about today, it looks like the White House is taking tips from the government here. Remember, back in the day, if any of the Tories MPs, or any of the MPs, to be honest, including the Prime Minister and proper King Charlie, if they wanted to hide, they would announce that they had COVID. Well, it seems that the mash spud over there in America, Biden, is saying now that he's got mild symptoms, and from what they say, it's COVID. Well, personally, I think that's the least of his fucking medical worries, looking at the state of the twat. But think about this. All these public figures, these were the ones that were in the front of the media every day. Get the intervention. It'll save your life. It'll stop this spreading. It'll stop you catching a nasty infection. How many did they take? See what I mean about the effectiveness? How many of them fell sick after it? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Just saying, like, maybe in America this is the difference between taking the shot and getting shot. Had to get that one in somewhere. Every other fucker is. But anyway, back home again now. Back in the channel. In the news again, due to the government's inability to stop the boats. Another death. Sad, but it's on their hands. And obviously, the ones that are trying to cross, illegally, I might add. But look at this from another angle. Now, mainstream media are fucking all over this. Another poor migrant died in the channel. It's due to the smugglers. No, it's not due to the smugglers. They're the ones that choose to get in the fucking boats. They're the ones that choose to get in the fucking water, and our lot won't stop them, and neither will the French. So, make what you will of that. But I mean, where are the reports from mainstream media of the kids that are being harassed and terrified by these people in this country? The attacks on people, woundings, muggings, thefts. This goes on far more than what is happening in the channel. But there's no reports on that from mainstream media, is there? Could it be because they've got their heads so far up the government's arse that they can't see it or hear it? No, it's because the government doesn't want them to report on it. They don't want us having the fear of these people. Well, you're too fucking late. We know what's going on. We see it on a daily basis. We live in it, unlike you fucking idiots. But, yeah. Well, we're not going to see anything better, because as we know now, we've got the incoming socialist rules and laws from this government that proper Charlie, right Charlie, whatever you want to call him, talked about yesterday. I don't call him our king. I never will. As all he is now is a titled government spokesman. He's controlled by them. And that's what I see him as. Literally. A government spokesman. That's all he is. And besides that, I talked about it all for well over an hour on last night's live. So I'm not going to bore you all by going over it again. If you want to see what my opinions on a lot of it were, and other people's opinions, then feel free to go back and watch the rerun of the live. I don't take any of them down. They stay up for everybody to see, and for the lurkers and the trolls to take their screenshots and snips from. I don't want to deprive them of that little pleasure. But now we've got a new results coming, hasn't it, on the investigation into the way Manchester police abuse their powers and abuse members of the public along with their powers. We've been complaining about it for years. Many have. There's many videos out there of them being caught abusing their powers and abusing members of the public. There's even channels dedicated to that sort of thing. So they can't say this is any great surprise. The only surprise that people might find out about it is this is not a localised thing. This is countrywide. All forces in this country have this problem. They're narcissists, they're ego-fed, and unless they're bullying somebody, they're not ever happy. Now, even with this investigation, nothing's going to change. I can guarantee that. They'll take some poor sap, throw him in front of the cameras, just to say, we're sorry, we'll take on board what has been found, and we will change, which they won't. We've heard this time and time again over the years. Fuck all gets done from them. Now, you've got to bear in mind, with more powers incoming from this new government, a government that professes to be for the people. Oh, bullshit. I call on that. Absolute bullshit. They are no more for the people of this country than fucking Hitler was. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. There probably won't be a video tomorrow. I've got shitloads to do around the house while the weather's holding out. By the way, it's another incoming heat wave, if you listen to the Met Office. More bullshit. I've got a lot to do, and it's going to wipe me out. But there will be Mrs. W's live tomorrow night. Please feel free to come and join in there. It's usually a ladies' night on the panel, but the gents are allowed in the chat, and one or two would come up on the panel by invitation only. So hopefully see you there. But until then, as always, stay safe, stay strong, and ignore the oppression and the bullshit that this lot are coming out with. Live your life how you see fit. It's yours, not theirs. Respects, people.